this video, I would like to show you how to play the theme song for Stranger Things. And depending on your age, I will definitely suggest doing this with your right hand. So the notes are C, E, G, B, and C. That's a C major 7 chord, and it's played up and down multiple times, pretty much for the whole song. But I would say do it with finger 2 on C, finger 1 on E, then finger 2 on G, finger 3 on B, 4 on C, and back down. Then finger 3 again on B, and so on. So pretty much this, I will practice this very, very slowly. I'm using a sustain pedal to make it sound a little bit longer. But at the beginning, it's all about playing this very steadily. Now, I have a metronome here already, so you can have it click like this. That's 16th notes. Now, of course, that may even be a little bit too fast to start practicing. But what's important here is don't let these notes be uneven. So now also I'm using a sustain pedal to make the note sound a little bit longer, which I think is a good thing. This is played originally with the sound that it's more like a synth type of sound, and I do believe that this is played pretty much by a computer. But as a piano player and playing this, which I think is again a cool theme song, you definitely want to make sure that the notes sound very even, because it's almost that very like robotic type of sound with, of course, what's going on with the left. So the first part of the song is you're gonna play this 5 times. 5 times I'm talking about going up and down twice. So this will be, that's 1 and then 2. So it's 5 bars of that. The last time it just finishes on the top note, and then the actual left hand starts. So let me show you the left hand. The left hand is not particularly hard. One thing that I want to show you here is I would like to play it down here. But for the video, I'm going to do it up here, just so it's a little bit easier to see on the camera angle that I have. But the left is going to be C for 7 counts, then 1 quarter note on D, then we go to E, that's going to be also 7 counts, and then a G. So the way that this would sound, if you, I guess, count it with drums, it would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 7, 8, 2, 3, and that pretty much almost like repeats. There's a little change on the right hand. What's important here is, of course, to start putting that together and to making sure that it goes in the moment that it's supposed to. So there, if I play it slowly with your hands. Now it's almost like the pattern gets a little bit interrupted there. You're going up and down, up on this note, and then do B, D, sorry, G, B. So, and that it's a minor change before it actually starts again. So that it was almost like it stops and then the drums come in. But I don't think that's super challenging. So I would definitely suggest taking a metronome like this, putting it on 16th notes, and try to practice very consistently. One thing that I see a lot with my students is they want to practice as fast as they can. They want to practice especially at the speed that the song already goes. I can tell you this, and I tell this all to my students all the time: the faster that you practice, the slower that you learn. So definitely make sure that you practice the other way around. The slower that you practice, the faster that you will learn it. So then making sure that you put the metronome very slow and really get it down. Now let me show you what happens when it goes to the next section. The left hand changes a little bit. It's not a big change, but there's a syncopated note on the left, which I'll show you what that means. The pattern on the right hand stays exactly the same, but in this case I'm gonna do it, and I'll do it just with the left with drums. So it's gonna be, let me show you first what it is. It's A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a B, then a C, and then here we're gonna do this a high G, and that G is gonna be anticipated, and I'll show you in a second how does that sounds. Then B, C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're gonna finish with an E minor chord. So there's a D sharp there, going into the pattern, which sounds pretty dissonant, but it's a cool way to like end that section. So if I play this next section with 2 hands, so you can see it with the metronome. So there you have that other section. You can probably finish with that chord as an E minor, so E, G, B, or you just do it with without the third. But it's definitely a very interesting pattern. It almost prepares you to do later on arpeggios. So definitely practice it very, very slowly. I think the part of the beauty of it is that it's very repetitive, but at the same time I think making that repetition steady may actually take a little bit of time, especially if you've never done something like this. So I think definitely probably work just with the right hand, getting that pattern very steady and also very relaxed. When people sometimes play for a long time, I see how their hands tend to tense up, so this should be very relaxed. So it's almost like there is a lot of movement and it's not particularly easy, but at the same time just make sure that your hand is relaxed.